All right, here we go, Bubble Lab. So this is my data. I just kind of made it up. As you can see, obviously, I don't have anything over here. I just made some data up on this side. All right, so what I'm going to do, first off, take your graph, instead of it being in portrait mode, turn it sideways so it's landscape mode. All right, x-axis is going to be age in seconds. Okay, I know that you can't really read that out of bad handwriting. Age in seconds. So for example, all right, you can see on the data the time period 0 to 3, 46, 79, so on. Okay, for each of these, basically you're going to take one block. That's going to be the without care, one block with care. So it's going to be from here to here. Is going to be 0 to 3. The next block will be 4 to 6. The next block will be 7 to 9, and so on. All right, that's your x-axis. Now your y-axis, this is going to be survivorship in percent. All right, now your data might be different than mine. If I put my data up here, you can see the highest I have. What is the highest I have? The highest I have is 30%. So I'm going to make my y-axis go up to 35%, so that way my data doesn't go all the way to the top. All right, so I'll go over here. I'll do 35. Okay, I don't need to write the percent because the axis already says percent. All right, so I expect yours to be numbered correctly. I'm just going to kind of do it kind of flippantly just to kind of get it out of the way. So let's say 10, oh, that should be 20. I'll do 30 right there. Okay, that's not an actual scale. Make sure your scale is correct. All right, so now is the part where basically you need to have either two colored pencils, or if you would like to just use your pencil, okay, you can have one column be kind of open like that, and the other column, have shading like that. So when you create a legend, like for example, this is going to be without care, and then the other one would be with care. So you got to have a legend on your graph so you can see which one's which. All right, so mine is going to be with the two colored pencils. All right, so for mine, I'll do the yellow. Let's just put the legend down here. Yellow, that equals, I'm going to do it in pen so I can actually read it. Without care. Okay, then the blue, that will be with care. All right, so for mine, for my data point, you can see for 0 to 3, 20% survived. So for my without care, I'll do that, color it in. There we go. All right, then my with care, you can see is at 0%. Now, I do not actually have a data point of 0. Just simply, I don't have any data. So I'm just going to leave that spot blank. Like I don't need to like shade in like a 0, just leave it literally blank. All right. Now, one of the things on your x-axis here, you might have a chunk, like for example, let's say this chunk right here from 40 to 42, that block is all zeros. So I'm going to make one of my parts on my x-axis 40 to 57. So let's just say I'm going to go up here. I'll just make a block, and I'm going to make it 5 boxes long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to move it over. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then instead of it being like 40 to 42, 43 to 45, and so on, I'm going to write 40 to 57. Hopefully that makes sense on why I did that, because in this block, I don't have any data for that section of age. Okay, so we got blocks for every single one, and then the section that we don't have any data for both sets. That's the key part. Okay, you need to have basically a whole section where there's 0% across the board. That's the part where you can do the 40 to 57. Make sure you also give me a title, and you're good. All right, and there's the graph part for the Bubble Lab.